What is up, guys? It's the GlitchGuy here, bringing another video at you on how you can bring in your own custom cars into GTA Online, and it's really simple to do. It works for 1.08. It's most certainly probably going to work for 1.09, unless, of course, they put out a patch, which I doubt they're going to do. It's probably going to be a title update, but it's probably going to work and continue to work for a pretty long time. It's really simple to do, and all you need is one computer program to do it. By the way, I'm sorry I wasn't able to upload on Wednesday. I'm trying to get a 100% working method on how to get the 747 and Atomic Blimp on online. I'm close, I'm almost there, but I'll post that soon. Anyways, what you're going to need to do this is first you're going to need a car that you want to bring into single player online. It doesn't have to be a car, it can be a motorcycle, it can be a helicopter, as long as you can fit it into Michael's garage. You need Michael's garage to do this. You can probably store it in any of the two characters' garages, but Michael's garage is the biggest of the three, so I would recommend storing it here, of course. I also do know that Trevor, because he owns the strip club, you can store cars out there, but I've never tried that. Anyways, what you're going to need to do is place the car that you want to store inside Michael's garage. It does not matter if there are two cars in there. Obviously, you can have two. It's built and spacious enough for two. Both of them will go online anyways, but it won't matter in the end because you'll have the car that you want. So once you have the car you want placed inside there, you're going to go ahead and save the game using the phone. As you see here, it says quick save, and you can save the game just like that. One thing I did want to mention is you can actually use save editors to change that car inside the garage, so if you wanted to use that instead, that'd be perfectly fine. And as it's finished loading, finished saving, you're going to go migrate right over to GTA Online. This is really simple to do. It's kind of a quick little process, but you can bring in as many cars as you want doing this, as long as you, of course, follow these steps correctly. Now, what you're going to need to do from here is download a program. I'm going to have the link in the description. It's going to be called UDP Unicorn. It's a UDP Flutter, but they call it UDP Unicorn Attack and something like that. But it's really simple for you guys, because I know you guys were having problems with net tools and things like that. So I figured this program's a lot easier for you to use. And plus, I know it's a lot easier and a lot less confusing and has a lot of more settings that you can modify, and it has a nice graphics UI and all that stuff. But I'll have the link in the description, and I'll show you how to do that and how to use it soon. But anyways, after your sadistic Santa Claus is finished eating his chocolate bar, interesting, after he's finished eating your chocolate bar, you're going to want to go ahead and pull up your phone. And I don't have, he's actually sitting there because he's doing whatever, but I pull up my phone in a few seconds here, and you click on internet, and there's a reason behind it, but basically having the internet open, I've noticed in the past that it kind of lags a little bit, and I'll explain everything. But once you pull up your internet, give me a few seconds and I pull it up here. This is all pre-recorded, by the way. As soon as you pull up your internet, like so, wait for it, there you go. You pull up your internet on your phone, leave it like that, and then you're going to press the start button. Head on over to the Game Store tab. Does not matter if you're on PlayStation or Xbox. And I paused this part of the video here because I'm going to show you the settings that you should set on your UDP Flutter. Right at this menu, you're going to have to turn on your UDP Flutter, and it's going to look like this: UDP Unicorn, where you have a target, and a packet size, and the delay, and threads, and sockets per thread, all that stuff. I'll explain each of those, but basically what you're going to want to do is set your target to 27.27.27.27. Leave the port on RAND or random. I think that actually applies to all of them. I don't know what the RAND, but anyways, besides the point. You set the delay to 5 milliseconds, threads to 1, sockets per thread to 1. Click on the DNS button, because that will put up the 27.27.27.27, the target, as that button. Leave that port. Again, changing it to Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, I noticed really doesn't do that much different. It's kind of the same effect, but leaving it at RAND is perfectly fine. You can change the packet size to whatever you'd like. It depends on how good your internet is. What I do is I have it around 17 to 21. That's my average. It depends on how good your internet is. If you have a good internet, you're going to make the packet size more. And if you have a bad internet, well, you can dial down the packet size. Another thing I did notice is that if you want to lag your internet even more, start uploading a YouTube video, and that'll lag your internet even more than it already does. But I'm going to tell you exactly when, but you would hit attack unicorns to start the Flutter, and then obviously stop unicorns to stop the Flutter. But anyways, once you're in this Game Store menu, as you can see in the background, it's still there. But once you're in that menu, you're going to want to let the UDP Unicorn Flutter Attacker, whatever you want to call it, run for about 5 to 10 seconds. So right here, I let it run for a little bit. You're going to want this because it needs to kind of start up. It needs to kind of start attacking, sending all the packets data, and slowing down your internet. Of course, it's going to disconnect all your devices, so make sure you don't need something that's connected to the internet. And of course, if you leave it running for about 5 seconds, if you really quickly press A or X and then press start, you're going to want to really quickly do that. I don't know if you saw that. You can go back into that point of the video, but you press A and start really quickly in succession, and you should be able to leave GTA Online. That's what you want to do. So if you leave it correctly, you should either spawn in near Michael's house or the game store should pop up. And when that happens, what you're going to need to do is just leave your UDP flutter on. After it's still attacking, it's still sending data, and obviously here's Michael. You think you're in single player, and then the store will load up. Now I sped this part up because it takes a little while for it to realize that it can't connect. But as long as your lag switch is still on, that's what it's called. It's called a lag switch. As long as it's still on, you should see it spin a bunch, and then it should just basically tell you that the game services are unavailable, as it does right here. So once that appears, just go ahead and click OK. Walk over to your garage, and as you can see in the bottom right, you're probably going to need this to appear. It says loading. It's trying to load the multiplayer game, even though it can't connect. And as you see there, my money appears in the upper right corner, and the yellow bar goes away. But the cars are there, and I'm walking around as Michael in the garage. And it's still loading on the bottom right. At this point, once you get your car, it does not matter where you are in the map. That's the good thing about this glitch. Once you get your car, you can turn the UDP flutter off. You can stop the unicorns or whatever you're using to lag switch your internet. Basically, once you're inside the garage and you drive it out, now you're back into the session that you were in prior to doing this glitch, or prior to doing this mod. I don't know what you want to call it. You're back in that session, but you can't see other players and they can't see you. The only way you can see other players is if you pressed start and you went over to the menu to choose and look at players. From here, what you need to do is basically invite a friend. As I hit here, he doesn't appear on your map and you don't appear on his, but of course it's an invisible driving car, so it's pretty funny to look at. But other players, once they get inside of cars and start them up, you won't see them. And once your friend has the car, you can go ahead and leave GTA Online and join back as a normal character. I've noticed that if you're as Michael and you click on the option to leave GTA Online, it'll just put you right back into that session as your normal character. So once you've done that, you can go ahead, drive it right over to Los Santos Customs, get a tracker and insurance on it. Of course, certain cars don't allow that, as for instance the police cars and things like that, so you can't keep them forever. But luckily, like this car, for instance, I don't really like the whole design of it, but you can still keep it online. So I had to replace a car for it, and you might have to do the same, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So once you have the car in, it's all yours. You can keep it. There's one method I did want to show you that allows you to pretty much spawn inside of Michael's house every single time, if you've ever wanted to spawn inside Michael's house. And anyways, there you go. There's the car, and you can drive it online. Other players can see it. Obviously, this was a pretty empty session because we had it set to invite only, but it does not matter because, well, we still got the car in. Also, certain cars like this, for instance, once you drive it over near your garage, it's like basically not going to allow you inside the garage for some reason. Just pull out a different car or drive away and call your mechanic. It's that simple. But that's pretty much it for the most part. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like because that's always good support. And if you guys want to learn how you can always spawn inside Michael's house, what you need to do is go behind the Los Santos Customs right here. And if you go behind and you jump up on this ledge over here and you do the glitch standing on this ledge, you will always spawn in Michael's house. I can't 100% confirm this because I've only done it twice on the ledge after learning about it. But all you have to do is just stand up there, and of course, don't let the AI characters steal your car. Just point a gun at them, and they'll run away. But once you hop up onto this ledge and do the glitch where you go into the game store and then press start and then leave GTA Online, you should be perfectly fine. It should work 100% of the time. It's worked 100% of the time for me and other players, and there you go. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and if you have any troubles, comment in the comment section. I will be here to help you out and definitely answer all your questions. This has been the Glitch Guy, signing out.